This is some kind of a boneyard. See an old boat. Old trains. Old shipping docks. Some areas are still in use. Oh, that's an upside down boat right there. Maybe a tugboat. Old caboose. 2 of them? Plenty of skids. Walmart. So Walmart picks up some they're shooting at me. Walmart. It looks like a junk hauler of some kind. That's an old bus sitting on the tracks. And then over here, an old caboose, a broken window. It's pretty neat. Something smells very spearminty, like spearmint or mint or maybe peppermint around here. Probably inside the warehouse, maybe an herbal shipment. They're doing some real work around here. The brakes. Oh, this is I remember seeing this. This is for logs. What's it doing here? There's a lot of people busy out here. Oh, see, there's logs there. And, wow, what's that, a cab? Just like a partial boneyard. Look at this. This is a weird tank. It's an old tank. Just with no steel. And then the old style tank. Weird. And then this thing is old. Of course everything is old here. Old style truck. Smells really nice. That fresh cut wood. Various objects. So this tank used to be made of wood. That's how they hauled the oil, maybe? And then they switched over to steel. Tank built. So there's some, yeah, a lot of wood pieces involved compared to, well, this one's old too. That's amazing. So all the wood is falling out and just left to rot. Lots of these iron deals. It's like you're looking at three possible stages, ages of these type of tanks. You got the wood, and they move to either one of these on either side. They have a motor on top. And then this one says fire patrol. This tank. Then you got some kind of a mini train here that's got a lot of cars and stuff. There's a lathe, and it's pulled by this little thing. The mini cars, those didn't get too popular. Even riding, oh my god, how does that just gets pushed, I suppose. Wow, that is like neat. This would be a neat display if it was fixed up. Wow, this thing is, what is this? Just sitting here. Looks like an old furnace of some kind with double doors. For a second I thought this was gonna say no trespassing. It says no dumping. So you can go down these roads. I think I'll go down the next one. Lots of cranes. Just incredible. Alright, this thing is amazing. And look at how appropriate they named the road. It's called Crane Road. That's some big old cable. Some kind of a barge. Look at that, Crane Road and Road 36. Some big pieces of steel. They just don't know quite what to do with. Crane Road. So this is an official, like, public road. Got a trailer, oversized. Lots of, yeah, this is for the cranes so they can extend out. No doubt. Tall cranes. They didn't say this is a rental place. What's this thing? Big old tube? Maybe crane accessories? It's like it's all crane accessories for them super tall projects. They find that keeping things here, oh, this is like a crane cut down to the very minimum. They would stack on the pieces as needed. Put a trailer on top of some tubes. Big old pieces. Cement circular thing. I've never seen so many crane pieces and cranes set up like this. Old tracks. And this road extends for a mile. I don't think I want to... Man, that looks neat too. I don't think I want to go any further. Check out this thing. What is that? It goes onto the train and it runs by itself. And it even has its spare accessories. Old bus over there. All gutted out. See, this is the reason why they wouldn't want me here. Look at all that. That's all copper. People take that type of stuff. They don't want anybody. Look at all this wiring. I didn't see any signs, but I bet they discourage looking around. Yeah, this thing is gutted. And all the wooden. That's pretty neat. And all the wooden carts. Do not cut cars until oil is disconnected. They plan on cutting this up? Is that a coyote? What is that thing? Oh, it's a cat. I had to zoom in to figure it out. I couldn't tell. Even with this small screen, it's an advantage on the camera. Like another coyote. So old box cars and old graffiti. This is pre-graffiti. Oh man, this is tough to walk through. I think I want to get off. Alright, more crane stuff. I just want a close-up of this. Wow, giant screwdriver, or giant screw. We need a giant screwdriver. And then what is this? Big old turbine thing? Maybe more crane. Yeah, this is a crane. This is the back of a crane. They got the most basic pieces. Okay, so this was a sanitary lagoon. Maybe it still is. The sign's a little dead. The sign's a little outdated. As opposed to unsanitary lagoons. Alright, I find it interesting how Mobile Pet Works is dumping their liquid right there. They're just dumping a bunch of liquid right in this parking area. It's not exactly a populated area. This person is in a different world. Look at all these bicycles lining up to the yard. I wonder if many people are dying on these train tracks, and he's like maybe adding a bicycle every time somebody dies. Kid's bike for a kid, and yeah, that's weird. It's at 109 Date Street that you see these. This is a little odd. It's clean on this side, but yeah, there's all kinds of graffiti on this side. Usually the graffiti is going to be on the passenger side if it's on the side of the road, because their graffiti artists are cowards. They couldn't reach the back? Maybe it's because it's just been parked in that spot. And there's a lot of ruffians around here. The high school is not far. Oh, this is for newspapers. Okay. This is a big newspaper outlet place. Triad Commercial Printing. Service berries are definitely in bloom. Wow. I gotta like come back here with a bucket. It's at the island. These are edible and good. Look at this. Oh my god. All around. Yum, 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 yum. These are man planted, of course. Let me just add, not just service berries, but these whatchamacallits. I don't know. They're edible. That's all I know. You eat too many and you want to puke. Yep. Right. That's kind of how I remember it. Service berries here. Yeah. After eating those service berries, maybe like 10 or 15 of them, it's a little dizzy again. But it's a different nauseous. It's in the stomach. It's coming from the stomach. Oh man, those are gonna stick in a lot of tires. Somebody should pull those. See, I think this is a Mexican area because look at all the different kinds of fencing you see in each yard. One yard actually uses 3 types of fencing. And this is a sewage. So immediately after the bridge, when you enter into Pasco, it's a lot of Mexican neighborhoods. So many bad displays of fence. This is reminding me of Yakima. This is just look at it. Okay, they improvise. That would be the best word to use. Improvised fencing, whatever is available. I think if like a white person like could not afford a fence, they just wouldn't put one up. But if a Mexican can't, they're gonna find cheaper. They'll take whatever they can get, no matter how it looks. Okay, so this has Panda Walks, and then McDonald's doors, and then it says yes, we're open. And then it says posted no trespassing, so I guess it's no longer open. Oh, and they're working on some interior. Okay. Look at the McDonald's. I think the railings are McDonald's display. McDonald's might have had some unique deal. They're using McDonald's. This was old McDonald's, and it's pretty good size too. There's McDonald's doors over here on 18th and Bonneville. That'd be very entertaining to see a combination of franchises in one building. McDonald's doors and Kentucky Fried Chicken. Half the logo is Kentucky Fried Chicken and Taco Bell or something. And then a lot of the buildings have similarities in design for the franchise. These people are not, they're not keeping a dog. It's just fence around, and then where they drive in and out, there's nothing. They don't keep dogs. It's just a matter of having the fence. And it's interesting. It'd be interesting to learn why the culture is so big. See, it's all in Mexican. I can't read a single thing. It's a part of their culture to make fences. I've never heard of DolEx before. That's a different one. You got a small yard and you want to make it as entertaining as possible. What do? You do this: a pond with a Loch Ness monster and some kind of weird knickknacks and old. Yeah, you got to have a museum quality fixture, several of them. And then oh, for sure, a bridge, absolutely. That's necessary. Oh, yep, a gargoyle. And chained to the house, of course. That's very important. Of course, you got to have some good vegetation too. It sticks through the fence. It's very important. Wow. Not to be outdone, we got on Irving this one too. Irving and 20th. The other one is a block down. And you got pretty nice appearance as well. No bridge, no river, no lake. Oh, there's a bridge. My mistake, but they can't see it from this side. It's all for the guests to be entertained with. Oh, I'm mistaken. You can see in. Enterprise rental cars got a serious fence around it, and it's just an empty lot next to, I thought I saw, next to, just another small Pasco auto repair maybe? Nine Auto Parts has one of the worst signs I've ever seen here. What were they thinking? On both sides. What a waste of money. And they're competing right next to AutoZone too. These guys are working, it's probably a Mexican business, and that's what's propping them up. So many hours sun tanning that I burnt out a bulb on my suntan bed. Imagine having to say that in a conversation. They actually had to put a warning sign for this display at this, what is it, Pasco Rentals near the highway. I've never seen a warning sign for one of those. Pedestrians and hitchhikers are prohibited on the highway, and that's how I cross across the bridge back into Kennewick. There must be a good way around for the pedestrians. And I mean, the bridge is a part of the highway. So I'd expect them to open up the highway to pedestrians for the bridge at least.